This is the clapping episode. Oh, fuck. Never mind.
Listen.
You got volume, brother.
Clipping every mic in the house.
The thing is, there's a way to clap, though. You can't just like, right? Like, it's this. That's the way.
There's a little
Maximum palm contact. See?
I'll hit really hard right here.
So like, try this, right? People, you think you're clapping like this.
That's dumb. That's the dumbest clap.
Rotate.
Right? Or even like, but then Bevan's got the.
See, this is no good. This is no good. But you hit right in the middle. Everybody at home.
Palm to palm.
I can't. Palm to tour.
Oh. Yeah.
No, I use the fingers to the palm, and then it's like no effort.
Round of applause. What a.
You want to see something fucked?
Yeah.
Oh my God. That's amazing.
No joke. I have put time in practicing that since I seen you do it the first time 100 years ago.
There's things that Bevan can do that no one else can. Bevan, could you please for me? I promise it's not going to be like a show where we just do a bunch of tricks.
It's the Bevan Show.
Bevan, could you make a sound like a dolphin, please?
Oh, of course.
Yeah, he can.
I have a lot of facial hair though.
That's crazy.
Thank you.
All right, guys.
Very welcome.
Yes.
So-
episode 5. Here we go. You're gonna need those.
Thank you.
It's a podcast.
Bevan.
Chris.
Cade.
Arjun.
Jarvis. Arjun.
Ty.
Ty.
Canadian Ty.
So,
Episode 5. Here we are. I'm crying already.
as I was saying, Bevan, I have 2 toques of a 3-pack left that I haven't worn. So this is toque number 1.
Oh.
You can wear toque 2 or 3 if you wish.
What color is the same color?
No. One is what color is this? Light brown? This is beige?
Tan.
Yeah, beige.
Fuchsia.
I think the other one is like darker brown, and then I have a navy blue toque. So
Ooh. Navy blue would match my eyes.
well, like I said, it's up to you. Like if you want it. If you want it
For the
but
toque
just-
episode.
I just don't want you to feel left out.
if you just want to wear it for this evening,
Is all.
like I'll need it back at the
Should
end
I?
of the night. So
I mean,
tell you what, why don't you bring both toques over?
What do the people think?
Oh wait,
yeah, let's take a vote.
hold on, take a poll.
All right.
Oh, yeah. No, they want it.
I'll bring it home. Just
They definitely want it.
Can't say no to that.
wait. Yeah, 9 out of 10 audience members say yes.
And the
That's enough.
10th is a dentist, so.
Yeah, it's the toque episode. I forgot about
It's
that.
the Toque episode.
This was just convenience that I had one on. We'll have to just figure out what to talk about while he's gone. Do you have a favorite toque?
Yeah, I have a Coors Banquet toque.
What makes it your favorite?
It says Coors Banquet on it.
Oh, what color is it?
Black.
Is that the one?
That's,
Does it say Coors Banquet on the back of that? Nope, Carhartt. Gotcha.
Carhartt.
No, I'm just a fake tradesman, is all.
Yeah, I seen a bunch of that stuff in Boathouse. Is
Yeah.
a store where they're
Carhartt core.
fashionable. Yeah.
Yeah, nothing that anything about boats. I just have to make this clear.
So pissed. I
I
went in
was
there for a tow
I
rope
was-
for my
I
freaking
was
wakeboard.
freaking miffed, man. Like,
How miffed were you?
pretty miffed. So miffed, I bought a Volcom jacket.
Oh, dang.
I was
That is
so angry.
that is angry.
That is angry. What boat-related things were you looking for going in there?
I was looking for at least one oar.
Wakeboard.
1 or 2. I thought that was the other kind of oar.
No,
I was
one
looking
oar.
for 1 or
One
two
oar.
boats.
2 boats.
1 or 2 boats.
I was looking for a yacht.
Oh, we've got toques.
A yasht.
Give me the blue. I'm a blue.
Blue?
boy.
Okay.
I'm blue at
Bluey.
heart. I got a blue.
Jarvis,
Hey, you said that one was number 1?
yeah.
Was that an arbitrary numbering system? Like you were just saying this is the first of 3
This
toques?
is-
or
this
is that
is-
number 1?
It's I call this number 1 because this is the toque that I'm wearing. So in terms of
You're
like
number 1.
usage,
Who's
you know what I'm
Burton? This
saying?
guy's cool.
So any of them
Well, he
number
gave
1?
me 3 of his toques. So,
Bert himself.
Bert himself.
Berton.
So
what about
any-
Bert off?
Any of them could
Yo,
be
the people
number
aren't
1.
ready for Bird off.
Oh, there we go. What do we think?
Oh, yeah.
What does the crowd think?
Matches the.
What does the crowd think? Quick,
yeah,
pull them
let's
real
just see
quick.
what are you guys saying out there?
Everybody.
Oh yeah,
They like it?
No, they
Oh,
do.
Thank you.
13
do
out
like
of
it,
21 audience
This one
members
guy has a
agree.
trombone though.
That guy
know what
loves
he's
me.
doing.
That guy fucking loves me.
What a ham. What a ham.
Yeah, finally the toque episode.
All right.
It's finally here.
last.
People have been waiting. People have been in my DMs all week saying, "When's the Toque episode?"
It had to be
Wait no further.
my classic toque look. You know?
There's no better man for
Yeah.
the job,
Yeah.
really.
Yeah, when I see you without a toque, it's crazy.
Who are you again?
I know.
I think this is the first time I've ever seen you wear a toque.
All of the first times.
Like ever.
100. Arjun Roy,
Hello.
glad to have you here.
Glad to be here.
First guest on the first podcast to be behind the nut.
How's it feel to be behind the nut?
What's it like behind the nut?
You know, at first it's a little scary, but then you get used to it. And then it's a part of you.
Yeah. Word. Retweet. Nice. Retweet.
Why don't we get right into
good.
it then? I asked you to wear a band t-shirt because that's our shtick here. So who are you wearing today?
Today I'm wearing a Joseph Abood denim tuxedo. Sorry, but
Yeah, Calvin Klein. I never heard of that man.
that's right. Why do you keep calling me Calvin?
I got
Name's
sacks
just on your underwear.
gone.
Do you have a favorite album by Calvin?
Exactly. Today I'm wearing a. I don't want to suck in my gut. Okay.
Just let it out.
Devin Townsend.
lot
What does
of
it say?
shirt.
Impatient? Empath. It's a space kitten.
That's a dope shirt.
The shirt is great. I bought the small ladies version of this for my daughter, which is a space parrot.
Cool.
It's awesome. It's so hilarious. She like wears it all the time.
the lamp. Jafar, I'm stuck.
Jafar. Polly want a cracker?
Gilbert Gottfried.
Oh,
R.I.P..
R.I.P. too, yeah.
Guy's a legend.
Legend.
Man.
Unbelievable.
He was in like a ass ton of Disney movies.
Buttload of.
While simultaneously being one of the most foul-mouthed comics on the planet.
You know
How did that work?
Yeah.
He had that
Well,
voice.
Who,
The voice.
who else did stuff like that? There's another like dirty. Or,
Bob Saget, dude.
Bob Saget and George Carlin. He was Thomas the
yes.
Tank Engine.
Yeah, he was.
He was like fuck
Straight
shit
up.
piss guy. You know, like,
Yeah.
Yep.
Yeah, wasn't he take a shit while running at full speed? That Yeah, he was also Thomas the Tank, or he was the conductor.
He was the conductor.
conductor,
Yep.
yeah.
Yeah,
When you're that good, when you just transcend everything, you can do whatever, you know?
that was before they like
You're undeniable.
back checked you before you got booked for something. They're like, yeah, he's got a great voice.
Absolutely.
Maybe he said some other things. I don't know. Does it matter? And people were like, no, it doesn't matter.
Doesn't matter.
Exactly. He's free on the street. So, I mean, he's at least done his time.
It's time.
Tell us more about this Devin Townsend character.
Sure. So Devin Townsend is a Canadian, the best, I mean, I guess the blanket term would be like progressive rock, progressive metal musician. And I say that, I have to say that because if you listen to, if a person who doesn't know who Devin Townsend is today, looks up Devin Townsend Band or the Devin Townsend Project or types in Devin Townsend Empath, then they'll come across like progressive metal epic music, you know, and some pop type stuff, which is
It's
all Devin.
across the board.
Across
Yeah,
the board.
sure.
However, my introduction to Devin Townsend was a long time ago when I was young, in the year 2002. 2001. Guess what I was doing in 2001?
Picking your nose.
Guitar.
All of the
Guitaring?
above. Absolutely.
Morse
Also-
code with one hand.
With
And
one hand.
Were you
Juggling
where were you
dice
living?
with the other
Were you
hand?
in Canada? Were you in England?
I was in Canada. I moved to Canada in 1997. And so
Nice. That was a good
2000
year.
to 2001, it was a very good year. I got into, I don't know if you guys remember what this was like, but there were these online zines,
Webzines.
web zines,
What
I don't
are
know.
Talk to me.
those?
web zines. Okay. Tell me,
Like
you know,
magazine.
magazines that
What-
lived
What is a magazine?
on the line. They lived on the
Can you
line.
explain what a magazine is to Cade here? He's young.
I know like them from school.
Yeah.
From school
Yeah.
shootings?
Yeah.
Yeah, yeah.
Yeah, okay,
Oh,
yeah.
right. Okay. So a different kind of magazine. So these were like they're like books. They're like
Hang
analog.
on, let me stop you right there.
We worked through this one letter at a time.
Whoa.
Okay. All right. Books. All right. Say.
How do you spell that?
Say your. BOOK.
B-U
Say-
with the two dots on it. K.
Exactly.
Umlaut.
Umlaut. The second O has a line
Oh, yeah.
slash through it.
But me trying to read Swedish is like it's
Oh my gosh.
completely different than what it looks like. That made
So,
me think of that. Sorry.
Yeah, so magazines.
imagine-
Sorry, I do know what a magazine
No,
is. I just,
Okay.
Oh,
sweet.
what? I was just about to say, like, imagine you're like
Gotcha.
scrolling through Reddit, but then Reddit, each page was a piece of paper in your hand.
Ooh.
Okay.
So we do this thing where we
makes so much
make
sense.
Cade, we give him a hard time and we make him say 3 things that he knows about it when he claims to know something.
Okay.
Name 3 magazines.
Mad Kids, Mad for Kids.
Okay.
Mad for Adults.
Uh-huh.
National Geographic. What's up,
He does
Playboy?
know magazines.
those are
Okay,
good.
We can
What's up,
carry on.
Playboy?
Yeah,
What's
yeah.
up, Playboy?
All right.
All right, you're in that.
Anyways,
Oh my
webzines.
god! So webzine, and there were 2 or 3 people who I met on chat rooms back in the day. Back when you had to like type in a comment and hit enter, and then hit load on the page, so the next like bunch of conversation would load. And so somehow I met like metal fans. I lived in Hay River in Northwest Territories, and then I moved down to Grand Prairie. And some of these metal fans were like, "Hey, we have a webzine. We're all talking about music that we love. Do you want to review bands?" I'm like, "Sure, I'll review bands. Cool. Yeah, I'm like 19 years old or 18, and clearly I'm cut out to do this. So I reviewed bands in a webzine, which was actually amazing because I have like a stack of promotional CDs of all sorts. Everything from that's actually where I first heard Evergrey. I got the
Okay,
Evergrey
yeah, yeah.
Recreation Day album, amongst
Yeah, yeah.
many other things. And one of the records was Strappy Young Lad, self-titled, with the song Aftermath on it and other stuff. And so Strappy Young Lad is Devin Townsend's, one of his early bands. And it's
Gene
like
Hoglan, that one?
Gene Hoglan, the Atomic Clock on drums, Jed Simon on guitar,
Byron Stroud.
Byron. Thank you.
Yeah, Bevan
I was
will
like,
know.
I was like Burton C. Bell.
That's the singer of Fear Factory.
And it was like the heaviest album I'd ever heard. I mean, I'd already gotten into other heavy things like Slayer, etc. Like whatever else, Megadeth.
So this is a whole nother category.
This is another level.
Step
Like,
up.
Strappy Young Lad was and still is like some of the heaviest music known to
could
man.
Probably
And woman.
say that in its
And
own
other.
style, and because SYL is like nothing else. But
Yeah.
what kind of box you could put that band in? They're the heaviest and loudest
Yeah.
and noisiest. Actually,
Absolutely.
I read later that on the album City, they put in white noise
Yeah.
on all the tracks.
To make them
Just-
noisier.
yeah.
Yeah.
Chaos.
It's crazy.
It's
and it's
amazing.
like, it's just like digital insanity. That's what it sounds like. It's,
Totally.
If they're the heaviest in that box, who else is in that box?
that's, yeah.
It's hard to say.
Yeah.
Like that's the thing about anything that Devin Townsend does. He's there are a few artists that I just absolutely love that I will just like drop everything and listen to. Like one of them is like Trent Reznor and Nine Inch Nails, who arguably like have kind of their own thing going, even though they're like an
Yeah.
industrial kind of box, right? And so Devin was just one of these artists who's like, okay, so here's Strappy Young Lad, the heaviest things known to man.
heavy is a really heavy thing.
Heavy is a really heavy thing. Absolutely. Thank you, Chris. I'm gonna lean in and talk even softer. There you go. So talk about really
Yeah.
heavy music.
Like, there's a lot of,
so heavy.
there's some Slayer in SYL, like just bands that you can kind of push into there. There's like Slayer, there's some Morbid Angel. It's just like
Right.
crazy death metal, but even faster and just like so much more emotion. Like it's, you like you
point.
could say Morbid Angel or Death is really heavy and crazy or whatever, but like Devin's like screaming so high. He's like singing so high that he's screaming.
Yeah.
And nobody else can do that either.
His vocals
It's
are
crazy.
just next level.
So
Everything.
it's
Well, that's the question then. If you put anyone else on vocals, does the bands go in that same box still or a completely different box? Or is he the one that's putting it in that box?
He's the guy.
Yeah.
he is the guy.
He is.
Like Jed wrote some cool songs
Yeah.
and some riffs and stuff, which go really well with what Devin was doing at that time. But it's still
Yeah. Like
Devin.
the vision is Devin, right?
the vision's him. He was
Yeah.
and he's playing a character. He said later on,
Yeah.
which was really funny and intense and crazy, but it kind of drove him nuts, and that's why he had to eventually quit.
Totally.
That's when he rocked the skullet? Was that part of the
That
character?
was the skullet, absolutely. He
Yeah.
hung onto the skullet for years through. Did he get rid of the skullet like
He never did
the
it
last
in SYL.
record. No, he still had it. That's right.
It was like crazy long at the end.
Absolutely. And like totally zero hair right here, you know?
Yeah.
No hair here and just like skull it from here on. It's like if if Friar Tuck had dreads.
I was going Mr. Burns. The longest Mr. Burns you ever seen in your life.
But yeah, apparently
Absolutely.
it wore out on him.
Yeah.
And the novelty was gone for him, which is fair. I mean, that's a lot of fucking work and energy to do that kind of thing. And so he shaved his head and stopped smoking weed.
That's right.
And
Tell us more, Arjun, about your band. Just kidding. So you got a bunch of promo stuff from that webzine?
This webzine, absolutely.
Okay.
Yeah.
This like just ragtag bunch of misfits getting...
Ragtag bunch of misfits. Probably everyone was like 18, 19, 20 years old, and somebody knew somebody who worked at some labels or something. And that was back when like labels sent out, I was going to say screeners, but promo CDs like everywhere. They just sent out tons of them to all sorts of, actual like analog magazines and webzines and stuff like that for review purposes. And so we just had like a fat stack of I ended up with a fat stack of all sorts of records. It's crazy.
And Strapping Light came across your lap.
Absolutely.
And that got you on Devin Townsend.
I went to Devin Townsend. I was a big Strapping fan for a long time. And later, after Strapping folded, his next, actually, I shouldn't say later, simultaneously, he also had like a more mellow, like very spacey prog rock project, straight up progressive, orchestral rock project called the Devin Townsend Project.
yeah, he's doing that the whole time.
The whole time. And so in the year 2002, I went to go see Strapping Young Lad in concert. The bill was hilarious because it was the band Zimmer's Hole
All right.
opening for the Devin Townsend Project, opening for Strapping Young Lad. And so like Zimmer's Hole had some Strapping Young Lad connections. I forget
Gene played drums.
Gene played drums.
Jed played guitar.
And Jed played guitar.
in Zimmer's
Exactly.
Hole. And then I think
That's
Gene
right.
actually played drums for Devin Townsend Project on that tour.
Not on that tour.
Okay.
It was
So he did on a
dude
couple
with
of records.
He did.
but,
Yep.
Yeah.
That was the Accelerated Evolution tour for
Okay.
DTP. So it was like,
Cool. That was a good record.
what's that? Vancouver drummer, long like Dutch name.
Yeah,
Ryan Van Poederoyen.
Yeah, that
So
guy.
That guy.
Yeah.
That guy. Amazing. So it was just like, the Devin Townsend extended universe. And it was just like the greatest show because Zimmer's Hole are absolutely insane. Like the vocalist
Yeah.
was dressed up like the devil with like,
Yeah.
he was like a Gore character almost. Like one of the Gore aliens had escaped. And then the second band was the Devin Townsend Project with Devin doing very spacey, beautiful prog rock stuff. And then like a switch flips and 15 minutes later, like maniac Devin gets on stage.
Like half the lights go out in the building.
Look, it's just like absolute chaos, total madness.
Oh, man.
And like I don't know what they started with. I don't think it was Detox. It might have been like what's the I'm trying to think of those albums. It was one Velvet Kevorkian.
Yeah.
I swear it was Velvet Kevorkian.
blink, 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 blink. Oh, man. I
It's just
showed
the heaviest shit.
I showed
don't
that
even-
song to one of my friends
Yep.
one time, and I was just like, I couldn't explain to him how
Yeah.
heavy
Right, exactly.
that album was and that song. So I just showed him that, just hit play on the first track of
Yeah.
City.
Oh my god. Yeah.
And it does that blink, 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 blink,
Yep.
blink. Hi.
Yeah.
And he was just like, holy shit. And I'm like, yeah, dude.
Like-
this is.
That track and In the Rainy Season, those
Oh,
are like
man.
two of the heaviest songs
Yeah.
known to humans,
It's
to
insane.
mankind. Anyway, so I was like hooked. I was like, yeah, whoever this guy is, I can't believe he does this and also this.
And that.
And he sings in this crazy, almost operatic way. Like, he can scream a bunch, but it's still like pitched screaming. And then when he goes, like when he screams the most intense, it's like operatic almost. Exactly. With this scream like right in the middle. It's insane. So my mind was blown. I was like, I thought I knew what heavy music was, This is another level of heaviness. So
Yeah, no kidding.
that was it. I was hooked.
Do you guys remember that we were booked
To play with.
play with Zimmer's Hole?
Oh yeah.
We packed up. We filled the trailer. We were filling the trailer when we got the call that they
It was a
bailed.
blizzard or something crazy, right?
No, it was summertime, but
Yeah.
they said
Summer
that,
blizzard.
Weather.
they said that
uh,
the vocalist blew out his voice.
right.
But I mean, who wants to drive from? I think
It
where
was
did they
Fort
play?
St. John. It was Edmonton to Fort St. John.
Yeah, like who wants to go all the way up to
Yeah.
Fort St. John? Like they knew they probably weren't gonna make any money.
Right.
So like,
They're like, wait a minute. I
Well,
guess you
like,
didn't Google it. Whatever you
you
did.
got to remember
You
that
asked around. And you're like, yeah,
little
no,
19 year, I think I was 19-year-old Bevan about to play a show with his favorite drummer of
The
all
icon.
time.
Yeah.
And just like, no, sorry, it's not happening. It's just like,
Oh, man.
It was brutal because I mean, yeah. Again, like I was heavily invested in the Devon universe. You know, like Gina's. You know,
yeah,
love that guy.
Totally.
He's incredible drummer. And so I was super bummed as well.
yeah.
Yeah, I remember. That's the only reason why I know the Gene Hoglan name was from you around that time. You were talking about showing me videos of him practicing with ankle weights on. Yeah. And he's just like, you're like, oh, he's the greatest drummer ever. I'm expecting some like robotic thing. And he's just like casually doing it. He looks like out of shape.
Oh,
and-
he was huge back
that
then.
time he was
He-
huge.
He's a skinny dude now. It's
Yeah.
really weird, actually.
So is he like
but
even faster?
I don't know.
I got to think there's got to be so
I
much more
haven't
energy
heard
to burn.
about him in a long time, actually. I was just thinking about
Yeah.
him like
Check in
not
on him.
long ago.
For sure.
We should give him a call.
Just give him a call
let's
right
call.
now. Call.
Yeah.
him.
Actually,
video calls?
I had him
Pull him up.
as a friend on MSN.
Oh,
and I like
that's
chatted him up a couple
awesome.
times.
Yeah.
Like, hey, dude, can I ask you a drum question? He's like, always. And I was like, oh,
Oh,
hell
yeah. What a great answer.
yeah.
Gene Hogan, what a guy.
Yeah.
Devin Townsend Project. Do you have 3 top songs? We have a playlist going of all the Who Are You Wearings, where we put some the ones where if you're telling Jarvis, who maybe hasn't heard them before, where to start, you would say these 3 songs. Either that's the reason for them, or they're just your favorites and
Got it.
your go-tos every time you're like, I'm in the mood for
Okay.
some of that operatic
Okay, so are we
vocal
talking
stylings.
now? We're talking Devin. So again,
You gotta go Devin Townsend Project
The entire
is-
Devin Townsend universe, or just the Devin Townsend band / Devin Townsend project. kind of
Well,
thing?
I'll give you one discretionary one, but 2 of them have to be Devin Townsend.
Yeah.
DTP,
Okay.
just because of your
DTP.
shirt.
of course,
We
that
got to
makes
have
sense.
some semblance of
Yep.
order, or it's all chaos.
No, I know.
March
you
of
can't.
the Poozers.
Yeah, I was gonna say one
yeah.
of them has to be a Ziltoid,
Ziltoid.
thing, right?
Yeah. March
March of the what's the
not to add that to the list, but
No,
if
no, go
anybody
for it.
does check that song out, check out the live version because it's unhinged. It's so crazy.
We'll put a Ziltoid song on there anyway,
Okay.
well, I was gonna say
because you got kind of got to listen to the whole album.
all right, tell you what.
If you're gonna do
I'll,
it.
I'll go with
Yeah.
all right. So in no particular order, okay. Devin Townsend, not strapping, but although the one discretionary will be strapping. Let's say "By Your Command" by Devin from the Ziltoid album.
Okay,
Okay,
It's gooder.
my
That's the
discretion-
intro-ish,
go ahead.
Right? That's the intro?
is the first song after
First
the
song.
intro.
Yeah.
Beautiful song,
Right.
amazing. It's so good, right? Then let's go with the discretionary. This is a tough choice because I want to say something like "Almost Again," which is like a very different kind of a song. But I'm gonna go with the song that like first ever grabbed me by Strapping Young Lad, which is "Aftermath" by Strapping Young Lad from the self-titled album SYL. One of the heaviest songs known to humankind.
Great.
I have one strapping young lad
breakdown,
song
great outro.
Tell
that
me.
I like, again because of Bevan. I think he would air drum it, and I'd be like, "What? That's so cool." Skeksis,
What a wild
good.
song, dude.
where it was
so
just like
wild.
that weird kind of offbeat China hit on it was
Yeah.
just like, and then you go to triples on your feet, and you're just like, "What is happening?" This is like, it feels like
Yeah.
not a samba, but like a
Yeah.
is it a
bossa,
samba?
that kind of
Bossa Nova
thing.
kind of
Yeah.
thing? Is that a thing? I'm just remembering
Yeah.
off of like my grandpa's old keyboard when I was a kid.
kinda like a
and
bossa
you could
nova, yeah.
choose beats that were there, but it's like a ding, 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 ga, ding, ga, ga, ga.
Yeah.
Right?
Yeah. I can't remember.
Skeksis. That's my contribution. That's
incredible.
only song
Such
I
a
know.
wild.
For sure.
It's a wild. Well, it's
absolutely.
about.
More of this.
It's about
What's
the
happening?
Skeksis.
Boards, yeah?
Do you need more of me?
Dark
What's happening?
Crystal.
Am I just quiet. What's happening?
You ever watched
All right,
Dark
cool.
Crystal? Any
Let's
of
do this
The
right
old
here.
one, I think.
Yeah, the bad.
Like
the bad
David
guys.
Bowie?
Those are the Skeksis.
It's named after them.
Such a
Okay.
cool song.
Oh
I
yeah,
didn't watch
exactly.
the
Thank you.
new. I didn't watch the new one, but
Staring off into the distance here, like no idea what I'm talking about.
Look at the dun dun. Yeah, such a good tune.
So good. And then back to the Devin Townsend universe.
Yes.
From the Accelerated Evolution album, I would say check out Deadhead, which is again one of those like a beautiful prog. It's like an 8-minute long epic prog like
It's a
masterpiece.
good tune.
It's just beautiful. That entire album is worth listening. Just like you're driving somewhere, put it on. You know, you're driving to Valley View, just turn it up, crank it up.
Nice.
So those will be my 3.
Can we recap them again?
All right. First
Ziltoid
one.
the Omniscient one.
From the Ziltoid the Omniscient album, By Your Command.
By your command. Yeah.
So good. from Strappy Young Lad's SYL record, the song Aftermath. And then from the
Devin
I
Townsend
just said
project.
it. Yeah, Accelerated Evolution album, Deadhead.
Sweet. Yeah. Check them out. We'll have them up on the playlist
Yeah.
Tomorrow.
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 Also, check out
Tomorrow.
Just
You guys
Tell
don't know when
just
tomorrow
check out the song "Oh My Fucking God" by SYL.
Oh, so good.
is. Yeah, check it
So
all
good.
out. Let's be
Bevan,
honest here.
let's name like a bunch more songs that people should check out real quick.
Oh, I mean,
We'll just keep going.
What's the
Let's keep
That's the first SYL song I ever heard.
Oh, Detox?
Detox. Yeah.
Yeah, so good.
Play that stupid piece of shit. It's amazing. That's the first thing he says in the song. It's
I'm gonna check out
Incredible.
more of it. You guys got me pumped.
What's the well, gentlemen, a lot of money has been invested into this
Home
project.
Nucleonics.
Yeah, Home Nucleonics. We can't allow
That
it to
song is
fail.
that drum beat is so
Insane.
crazy.
It's so good. What I love also about Gene's playing is like there's so much groove in those things. It's the heaviest shit ever. Right?
Yeah, that's what got me on that Skeksis track.
Totally.
Yeah, continue.
These riffs.
He
It's-
loosened up from like
Yeah.
in Alien, that album, which is super groovy. But on City, which is the first one that Gene was on,
Yeah.
they were all programmed.
That's right.
But he played them because he had like a week. Apparently, the story goes is that Devin met Gene at a party somewhere in Vancouver
Yeah.
or something, and he's like, "Hey man, I'm just doing a record. Do you wanna play drums on it?" And he's like, "Sure, man."
Always.
And always, and yeah, I mean, he's a machine, so it's just like, oh, yeah, I can play that. Just does it.
And he does. When I saw them live, there was one thing that, I mean, I don't know why this would have surprised me, but maybe like, I love like, for example, the band Pantera, right? And how does like Vinny have his drums set up? Like angled like this,
Yeah, it's
and,
like 14, 16, 18, sometimes a 20-inch floor tom.
absolutely. And so
Massive.
you're hitting like this. When I saw that that Devin show, like I was surprised because Gene sat straight up with great posture. His drums were super flat, and he played like effortlessly. Like you're watching him play, and he's like exactly.
And like two
Like,
ride
his
cymbals.
feet are flying. He's doing
with
all
his,
this
with his Doc Martens on.
Doc Martens. Oh,
They're just unlaced. It's
exactly.
insane. It's so crazy.
It's like a sight to behold.
Yeah.
On another note, on that show, I saw a guy who looked exactly like Gene. Like he's a guy who looked exactly like Gene, but he was like 3 inches shorter than me. So like. What
happened?
I was very confused because this was before like the internet, where you just like look up everything about someone. You're like, how tall is Gene Hoglan?
Yeah.
What does he weigh? Like what is his arm like
his favorite
wingspan?
kind of cigarette
What's his favorite kind of cigarettes? What size is Doc Martens? So like this guy walks out. He looks exactly like Gene, right?
Oh,
A little portly, but he's like a short guy. I'm like, is that Gene Hoglan? Like what?
I want to shake your hand. I want to shake your hand.
What's going on? I was so confused. This is
child-sized hand.
Yeah, this is like, his small little like this is like during Zimmer's whole set, and then like just
Wait,
as I was
how is
like,
he
exactly. And then real Gene comes out, and this guy was like mini Gene from then on. So I went with my
Mini
friend Brandon Mann. You guys know Brandon?
Brandon Mann.
Brandon Mann.
Brandon
So
Mann.
Brandon and I went, and I was like, dude, like what's
see
up with
Mini
this guy?
Gene?
Yeah, pretty much. So all night we're just like, yo, it's Mini Gene. I'm sure this guy was like, what the hell's wrong with these idiots? Like, what is happening? But Gene is like 6'7".
He's a big boy.
Oh,
He's a
dang.
big boy,
Yeah.
playing with perfect posture, flat, everything, just like a pro. So anyway, we were just like naming songs. We're just like, hey man, remember that time that we heard?
Oh, right. I forgot to do that.
It was so good.
That's what happens.
All right, 3 songs and only 3 I've named.
That's perfect. That's a lot. Though, yeah, like I said, we'll get those on the playlist. Everyone else can check them out. They can follow the rabbit hole to get to the rest of it. Bevan will throw up a couple other tasters because
Far from up, bro.
he knows.
Bevan will throw up.
Devin will just throw up right now.
I licked the microphone.
That's television. Hey,
Whoops.
Hey.
show business,
That's
baby.
New York.
Okay, well, that's guys. That was great.
Wait, Kay didn't say anything yet.
Hey,
He's
why don't you say anything?
not showing up again.
Oh, yeah.
Again? Did you not show up once before?
Actually, it was very convenient. I was gonna guilt him into thinking that you were here waiting for him, because we miscommunicated.
Oh, man,
I was
you
going
mean
to yell
Happened
to him
last
and
night.
say that I
It's-
bought a shitload of tacos.
It's my bad.
You mean that time that I was waiting for him?
It's my bad because when you don't get confirmation, you should assume it means yes. And I
Whoa.
assumed it meant no.
Whoa.
That's on me. That's on me. No, I thought about that on in extensive detail last
It's
night.
on you
I was
indeed.
like, I should have been
it's all
there
good.
just to be like, hey, are we doing it today? So that's my bad, guys.
No sweat.
There's also
okay.
it was
Here, hold
also a
on.
war zone at work.
Yeah, it was probably the worst day of the year.
Okay. Let's go on to Metal Meme Breakdown so we can debut.
Wait, but why was it a Warzone at work?
But
Oh, because it's
Christmas.
Christmas.
oh, it's Christmas in retail, bro.
Oh,
Christmas
Oh yeah,
retail.
oh, totally
Game.
is.
Oh, sorry.
Game,
I
of
guess
course.
I just assumed
No, no,
that.
please go ahead.
Did you ever work retail?
Do you know what Christmas is?
You ever have a Christmas?
Sorry,
You
wait,
celebrate
what's-
Christmas?
what's
Are you one of
work?
them Jehovah?
What's work?
Who's Jehovah's?
Way to dial that one all the way back. Yeah. What's what? What's what?
Do
Yeah.
you work? Have you ever worked retail?
What does what mean anyway?
What?
Oh gosh. Air quotes again. So, retail, okay? Tell us all about it.
Talk to me.
I like being
Spill
on
the
my
beans.
feet. Okay, I like to move around when I'm at work. So that
Meat
part's
on your feet.
That part's great.
Like moonwalk?
I don't always like having to tell people, no, I can't make that happen for you right now. And people don't always like to hear no.
Why would you tell them no, though?
Isn't the
Well,
customer
I don't
always
wanna-
right?
I don't want to lie
The
to
answer
them.
is yes.
If he's like, hey,
Yes, and.
Edmonton's
Yes, and.
showing this guitar in stock, I'm like, no, they're not. And
We
they're
definitely don't work at a music store chain, by the way.
Yeah.
No, of course not.
course
Just
not.
like
Sorry,
whatever
yeah.
the
If I have
whatever the
if I have to
gig
sell a
is.
DVD and I'm like, no, I'm sorry, Bridge to
Exactly.
Terabithia is sold out right now, and they're like, no, I'm pretty sure online it says
You worked
you
at
have it.
HMV, didn't you?
I did.
I worked at CD Plus. That's where we were.
CD Plus. Yeah.
Yeah.
I worked there
I
too.
I just spent my entire shifts at HMV just alphabetizing the metal section. Nothing else. I wouldn't touch any other section.
I did that too.
Nice. Did
I
you have
ordered
to?
hundreds, thousands of metal CDs and expanded the section.
The section was decent. Yeah. Whatever it's called now. Whatever CD
Sunrise?
Plus is now.
Sunrise Records.
Right. Yes. Yes, it is. I went in there and got like a Contortionist album, Clairvoyant, and a Counterparts album. And
It helps when metalheads work there because
I
they're
don't
like,
have a CD player.
What's the other one?
Right. Where do people have CD
In your
players
car?
these days?
In my
Your
car.
car doesn't
yeah.
have-
My car, like my
got
car
one in my
does.
car, but it's a pain in the butt.
yeah,
It,
What do you mean?
It auto plays, and
that sounds convenient as
it
fuck.
really
Don't have to do anything.
I can't turn it off. I can't because I like to sometimes
Surf through.
like all the time use my phone for music.
Yeah.
Of course.
But in the wintertime it really fucks up. Like it
The mechanics.
makes
The
grindy sounds.
Yeah.
Limitations
But it,
of physical
as far as I
media.
know, it's like a 10 CD. You just fill that thing up.
That was the best.
Maybe,
Not at all.
it isn't.
When you're
but
like-
you've just
Yeah.
jammed 10
The
CDs.
one CD player.
The grinding sound is the
because it holds 6.
is the crushed.
Whoops.
Plus 4 in
plastic.
between if you
Get this.
push hard enough.
My Volkswagen actually has an SD card
What?
reader.
Nice.
Yeah, I've never used it. I should.
Oh, yeah.
Oh my god, let's try it on this
That'd be
podcast.
dope. Let's load the podcast in Bevan's car and check it out after.
That's right.
Yeah.
That's right. I'll carry the
test.
roadcaster. Let's,
Carcast.
carry the-
in the. That's not that. It's minus. It's the warmest it's ever been today.
Supposed to be 4
Isn't that
degrees
crazy?
tomorrow.
Yuck.
Guys,
Yeah.
do you think we'll get a white Christmas this year?
What's
my
Christmas?
I'm dreaming
What's Christmas?
of a brown Christmas.
I would like snow.
yeah.
Time of year.
Yeah.
Oh right, we were gonna debut our new Metal Meme Breakdown
Yeah,
song.
guys,
Oh, no.
it's time for
Sorry, did
that.
I-
Everyone's favorite
Did I
section.
derail everything?
Are
No,
you
not at all.
ready?
Are you ready?
I'm not, but let's go.
Oh,
Is anyone ready?
I
Hang
don't
on.
think so.
Hang on.
don't do it.
Okay.
Don't do it.
Yeah.
Is that getting you ready?
I'm good. I'm good.
Okay, here we go.
Metal Meme Breakdown.
It's time, guys.
That's so brutally heavy.
I did not poop my pants.
I think we could make it slower. We could make that slower.
How did-
probably.
How did that like low note like modulate?
Yeah, can we get
How'd
that lower?
happen?
By any chance?
Of course. You can always go lower.
Oh, okay.
It can just be like static.
Just be like
It's like the frequency that the
so low
that the Earth.
you can't even hear it.
Can't even feel my eyebrows.
Two thumbs so far up. You can't even see him.
Okay, so
This is 2 hertz.
2 hertz.
yeah, check it out. Hold on.
Twice as painful.
Here, I'll cue it up.
Oh fuck, that's heavy.
It's low. I was worried about this.
Chris.
Okay,
It's happened again.
It's off. It's off.
Okay, we're gonna get our.
You can probably tell it's off because
Yeah.
you're
Oh
my
not
God,
in physical
so low.
discomfort anymore.
Depends.
I
If you want to
haven't shit
sponsor us, that would be sick.
That'd be a sick sponsorship.
I only use the dark green box.
And then the crusty butt T-shirt sells like hotcakes, bro.
Yeah.
Flies off the shelf.
Oh,
Sorry,
merchandise.
I'm leaking.
Merchandise.
Merchandise.
My Dapper Dan, man.
Oh man, we got it.
Boy.
We're gonna do it. Okay.
Sorry,
So the
metal meme
first,
breakdown.
Got some metal
So
memes?
what we do is,
Okay.
if you're new to the show
I am.
out
New to
there,
the
if
show.
you're new to the show, Arjun here is gonna join us for some camera pointing, and then we're gonna
get his thoughts.
get his thoughts on these memes.
On these memes.
It's gonna be a little tricky, but we'll get through it because we're pretty rickety here.
What's a meme?
Meme.
I was gonna say I've heard of meme.
Meme.
All right. Okay. Got it.
We're gonna do it's metal meme breakdown.
Should you pull up the pictures of him so Arjun can see him?
Yeah, of course, I could do that as well.
I'll
they're
show
also
him the
up
one
there,
that
if you
I've
can
got.
kind of see. Jarv's gonna pip them.
Like
for
you don't
us
want to
here
you don't want to show me on your phone though?
pretty quick so the homeboys can see.
pims.
Yeah, I'm showing you right now. Look at this.
Oh, man.
So the first one we're gonna look
could be
at is
anything.
gonna be this one. So the first one we got up there, guys, is this one. Deftones. Deftones are just Weezer if they got laid.
That's great.
The early Deftones pictures are amazing.
New
because-
metal glasses.
Yeah, exactly.
Holy shit.
Like that could be like Bizarro Rivers.
Oh yeah. Who's the singer? Powerman 5000. Reminds me of that.
Yeah, that's Rob Zombie's
Rob Zombie's cousin or
Cousin or
relative,
brother.
some brother. Yeah,
Spider
Spider.
Riggs Blasco.
Yeah.
Yeah, exactly.
Now this is what it's like when worlds collide. No,
Yeah,
That's it.
of course.
that,
I was
what's
naming
the other song that?
I was naming new metal names.
Get up, drop the
Yeah.
bombshell. Get up. This is out of control. Oh man.
Two,
Oh
right?
my god.
Yeah.
When is the Toque and new metal episode?
Oh shit.
When is that happening?
Next one.
Yeah.
The new metal.
Actually,
episode's
every
gonna be
episode's a Toque episode.
When are we doing the Christmas episode?
Oh, yeah,
Doing
quick
it after
question.
Christmas.
Did you guys explain to your American audience what a toque is? Like, are they like, or do
that's
they
a lot of
assume it's
work.
like a Lord of the Rings, like
I assume most
a Lord
of
of the
our
Rings podcast?
American audience doesn't understand.
It's a beanie
I also-
or it's a hat.
There you go.
That's what it's
a
fucking
beanie.
called.
It's a wool beanie.
What the hell's a toque?
Oh,
I'm from
yeah.
I'm from Cincinnati.
I feel like there's some deep
You
seated experience
fool of a
there that
toque.
you're drawing on to get that voice so nailed. What happened to you?
What happened in Cincinnati, Pep?
What Toque related incident
Tell us about Cincinnati.
affected
What
your
happened
life
in Cincinnati,
negatively?
Pep?
I was sitting at the hot dog cafe in Cincinnati
Show us on Cincinnati where they.
where they serve coffee and hot dogs. No, I do remember when I was a kid, I was walking home from school with my sister and
Which sister?
Julie.
Hey, Julie. Do you guys do shout outs?
Of course.
Hey,
Julie.
shout out Julie
Julie.
Booth. Shout out, hey.
You can do whatever you want. here.
My ew cutie
That's how it works.
sister. Ew. We were walking home, and Julie said to this lady that we were crossing paths with, she said, "Oh, I love your toque," and she's like, "What?" She's like, "I like your toque," and she like points to her head or whatever, or points to her head. She's like, "Oh, my hat." She's like,
Yeah, that's what I said too.
It's like, what, you call it a toque? And we're like, yeah. I was like, oh, well, I'm from the United States.
Wisconsin,
Cincinnati.
don't you
From
know?
Wisconsin.
Milwaukee.
From Cincinnati, Wisconsin.
From South Africa.
South Africa.
South African.
Bro.
South African.
I think
And
you
I don't know. That's my story about it. I wasn't traumatized, but maybe I was.
did you like
Fucking hat.
Did anyone throw hands?
It's a beanie.
yeah, did you like tell her like this is Canada, lady?
I punched my sister in the gut, but just because she's my sister. Like, no other reason.
Cooties.
Yeah.
Cooties.
Wash my hands.
Oh my god.
All right. Well, I think we've got all the legs out of that meme.
Stretched,
wait.
stretched and
Wait,
shaved.
who are Deftones again?
Deftones were a new metal band.
Cum metal.
No, it's pronounced the
Oh,
Deftones.
man.
The Deftones. They're arriving.
Dr. Deftones and the Wheeze.
Deftones and the Wheeze. That's a shirt. What is the
Next
what's
meme.
Are you guys linking to the drop shipping right now? Like,
That wasn't even me. That was him.
Gade. I love it.
I'm a mimic.
Yeah, we're gonna
Be
drop ship
master of
that
disguise.
shirt once we get it made. This is
Drop
the
ship.
next one. It's so you guys remember too.
Oh,
This one is
This one gets me
truly my
rocks off.
favorite. This, you know,
oh, it's so
this
good.
one's poignant because I feel like the before drop D, as everyone can see on the screen now. Not you guys, everyone else. Those guys. Don't turn around.
I'm turning.
They're looking right here. Don't turn around. What is that song?
Yeah, right here. Right here.
Brian.
Every now and then I get a little bit closer. So I feel like this could be
Yeah.
you before the webzine going like, yeah, I'm metal, and then this is
After DTP.
after DTP got in your
Listen,
life.
you guys want to know like when that happened to me? I'll tell you exactly when that happened to me.
Like the drop D part?
Drop D
Before
phenomena.
before I had the D in my life.
Nope, go ahead.
The drop
open
Sorry,
sea.
wait, no, we're-
D in my life. Oh,
That's the first time the crickets have been used for anything I
Oh.
haven't said.
hold for
How did it
holding
feel?
for applause.
How did the
Jesus.
D feel?
Thank you.
Just in-house applause?
So
live
any
studio.
like any like li- you know, any
Let's
applause.
give it up.
for me.
Let's give it up,
Hey.
everyone.
Let's give him
Come
a
on,
round of
come on.
applause, everybody.
He's got the D in his life.
I got the D. We all got the D in
I
me.
got the D. Got the D, baby.
I got the D in me.
I got the magic.
I moved to Canada and I was into bands like Oasis and Blur and Elastica.
Oasis
then-
and Blur.
Exactly. The British explosion.
We're rock
as they say.
bands. We play rock and roll.
I was like a
Is
British.
that what it was like?
That's exactly what it was like. I mean that so like I'll play the part of Bevan playing me and Bevan can play me. So I was like, I was like, hi everybody in here over Northwest Territories, and they're like,
Oi?
what? Like, who is this British guy? And I'm like, I like Oasis and stuff.
I
And they're
like
like,
Blur. Why aren't you all wearing
Awesome,
tearaway
right?
pants?
What's happening?
Which, do you not like the Spice Girls? Oh wait, that's a little before then. Sorry.
No, it's okay.
Oh, okay.
That's exactly right. And so some friends that I made, they were like, cool, oh, awesome. Oasis, I've heard about them. Cool. You know, like, let's trade CD. Awesome.
Awesome! Yeah! Casa Bonita!
Casa Bonita. And they're like, let's trade CDs. This is how you got to know people.
Right.
So I lent somebody like 2 Oasis CDs and then lent me like, ready for this? Marilyn Manson's Antichrist Superstar.
Oh, dang.
9 Inch Nails, The Downward Spiral.
Big level up.
Those are heavy hitters.
Big
And
level
so
up.
I went from the top guy, because I did
You
play
probably
classical
cried.
guitar.
You were probably terrified.
I like lay in bed at night listening to these albums, like
Uh-oh.
pretty much. And I felt like that the lower child in the meme. Absolutely.
Like the next morning.
The next morning, I was transformed. I was like heavy. I need heaviness in my life.
Yeah.
A cocoon of monster energy and
Oh man.
Yeah, how do you go from
Gangster.
Wonderwall to
Wonderwall to
the maggots of Antichrist Superstar?
March of the Pigs to
Yeah.
well, I mean, closer, obviously. Yeah, the beautiful people, closer. It was like
There's one on there that I love still on that.
Which one?
Antichrist Superstar. I
That
came
had
up-
Tourniquet, whatever?
Tourniquet. Oh
Yeah.
yeah,
I
Minute
came
of
out of that
Decay,
like that,
Crypt
too.
Orchid.
I haven't listened
like,
to that record in a lot, like 20 years.
like crank it up when drive. Like if you guys like Drive to Valley View sometime, just crank it up, like all the way. Don't change.
We go there for
any
boner
songs.
pills.
I
on,
like to
on the
drive.
weekly.
I like
Really?
to drive.
Yeah,
they work?
gas station boner pills.
But like, do gas station boner pills work though?
I don't know. We really just do
If
it
you
for
eat
the
enough of them.
camaraderie.
Interesting.
Yeah,
If
well,
you
only
eat
if they're from Valley View.
Oh shit.
Something in the
There you go.
water.
Something in the water.
Some about the girls at the truck stop.
Truck stop girl. That's a song. You guys ever write that song? Truck stop girl. Girl at the truck stop.
Girl.
Hope it's a girl.
Bone pill woman.
Stop, hope it's a girl. Oh, that's a good song.
God, I hope
So
you're a
anyway,
girl.
that's how I went from top
Before.
meme to lower meme.
So for the non-guitar players at home, this is lowering the 6th string on your guitar.
Is that the high one or the
Or your
the
first,
low one?
or your
Low
first.
one.
I'm not a
Good
guitar
question.
player.
Depending on if
Question.
you're
a
silly.
It's the thickest string.
The thickest one.
As
Like
the,
with two C's, thick with two C's.
Thick with two C's.
7 C's,
Well,
like Thickless
Like
Cage.
the seven
first,
C's.
the thing is, it starts thick with a K,
I'm taking any word you say way out.
thick with a K.
Taking it out on
Thick
a
with
date.
3 Ks.
Once you tune it down, then it's thick with 7 C's.
Oh.
See?
7 C's thick.
thick with 7 C's.
What it does is it makes you not have to try as hard to sound heavy.
Oh,
You can play
piss.
a 3-note
And fifth chords.
Power
So
chord.
easy.
And
with
what?
one finger.
Fifth chords. So easy.
What's a fifth chord?
Well, you just add the fifth above. You know what I'm saying? Like a power chord, but oh wait, a power
I
chord
like
has a fifth.
ninths.
Like, yeah, I was going to say in drop D.
Yeah, never mind.
A
Never mind.
ninth?
Never mind. Ninth. I think that's what I'm thinking.
100%.
Yeah.
Wait, where's that ring finger going?
Okay, fifth fret,
Fifth
D
fret?
and A
Yeah.
on the D string, seventh.
Look, I gotta
That'd be
call
nice.
bullshit on this. You really fucking play with that thumb position?
Yeah, bro.
Is your thumb is like this?
No, my pinky's folded under the neck, and my thumb isn't even touching.
Oh,
it.
it's got a heart on it.
Hard on?
Yeah, heart. It's got a heart on his.
A favorite
We got a heart on.
profane finger.
Purple.
Purple.
It says purple heart.
Yeah.
Purple heart. Are you
You got a.
Are you soldier?
No. Whoa.
What's this?
You
Wait,
here?
I don't even know what a
here.
buffalo soldier is. I was going to go down that path, but I don't know what it is, so I don't want to commit to that yet.
Buffalo soldier. I don't
It's
actually
like
know
a-
what that is either.
Yeah, man.
It ring
It's
ring
like
falls off the ring of the tongue. Ring.
there's like exploitation movies, like Werewolf, Women of the SS, and stuff like that.
Oh, I'm
like-
done.
Yeah.
Not really done.
It was
but
absolutely
like-
a ninth, though.
Yeah.
Just-
Oh,
yeah.
You knew.
it
You
was
knew.
a ninth.
It was
felt-
ninth. No, you were exactly right. That's
felt
why we were
wrong
like,
leaving
what
the
is
mid.
happening?
If there's a
The 5's the easy part.
Yeah.
if there's
The
a
one finger
Does
part.
itself.
The
if there's a
Django.
chord
Plays itself.
that I
It does.
exploit
Yep. Tell me.
and
Yeah,
do
tell me.
horrible, filthy things to,
the
or
nine.
play the most. So, in other words,
In
Yeah.
filthy way.
Play the
would be
most.
that.
You
Stacked
play the
ninth chord,
most.
yeah, baby.
That's man. That's my boys. Misery
like-
signals. They do
Yeah.
that. I love
Deftones.
that. Deftones.
Well,
too.
I was gonna say
That's-
yeah.
that
That's,
is
that's the
funny.
sound.
That's
That-
all Deftones.
I hated that
That's
chord
decent.
as a police chord. The police.
Yeah,
What?
that's
You
what
know,
it
when
is.
you're
too.
doing a
It's
stretch.
way harder to play it in standard.
But the second that
Exactly.
you drop in and you go another string lower, and you're like, "This is
like,
pretty
oh,
cool."
kinda
Let's
like
lift
this.
this up. This
on
is
the
kind
on the 8th, 7th, and 6th strings. This is incredible.
of
Be quiet and drive.
exactly.
Yeah.
I'll play Message in a Bottle
Enough
down
said.
there. It's okay.
Yeah, that's playing one note at a time,
Exactly.
which is clutch and way harder to do, especially in standard. But
Yeah.
But I didn't like it as much. Not as much as I love it.
Sure. Absolutely. Crank up some distorted amps.
yeah, I actually try not to play in drop D, so I can avoid
Play other chords.
milking that fucking.
Yeah. Yep.
Yeah, milk it. Milk away. The final meme. So that covers the drop D, post drop D meme.
Yep.
I don't have the third one. The third one's Cade. So you're gonna have to
Cade.
take a little peruse of this one.
Saudi Prince doesn't have heart to tell Metallica. He meant to book Megadeth.
As a
I love it so much.
as a
man.
metal
Oh my God.
aficionado, a person
Amazing.
who probably, brought me into the fold if it were a religious cult of metal. Maybe you can explain the Megadeth Metallica
Rivalry.
Conundrum.
Oh,
rivalry.
boy.
Yeah, like
The
beef,
connection.
the
Why this
connections.
whole thing would be funny in the first
Why
place.
two albums sound so similar? Some of things like that. Because I never listened to Megadeth.
Sure.
I was Metallica. That's the only thing
Yeah.
I have this. You commented on it before, where I don't like. I find a thing and I go like, this is my thing, and I'm just not going to look at anything else. But I'm going to look at every little piece of this thing
Mm-hmm.
and exclude the rest of the world. That was Metallica. When
Right.
Megadeth was going
Sure.
on, I don't think I can name one Megadeth song.
Right. Right.
Or maybe spot it and be like, I think that's Megadeth, but it means nothing to me. So I was
Yeah.
Team Metallica without really knowing there was a second team.
Sure.
So
No, fair enough.
what do you know about this?
Yeah, so I mean, this is like I don't know the guys personally, but this is what I've heard from fourth-hand sources, fifth even. So a
many
long time
hands.
ago, when Metallica were young, when they were all young, there were a bunch of different members than you see now. Small baby Metallicas, and
Wait, they're all.
Little baby Lars.
Yeah, that's right. That's
baby
right.
Lars.
They were all in diapers. Rugrats, anybody?
Sticking their fingies and things.
That's right. That's right.
Rugrats. Sorry. Anyway.
Dude, that's Mark Mothersbaugh, right? Like that's what I.
Really?
Yeah, man. That's one of his compositional things.
I had no idea.
He's done so much composition work that's just like nuts. You wouldn't imagine, but it's
That's
Mark
amazing.
Mothersbaugh.
That's hilarious.
Wild. It's back to Metallica.
Yeah, so they're all in
anyway,
the same band.
So they're all young cats, right? And so Laura, so they all. This is in the ages before. What kind of modern stuff do we use? The social medias, telephones, cell phones, Google. So they put out ads in like magazines to like find.
Need a guitar
exactly like these are my influences and like 12 bands, and if you like this, call me. And so Lars and James connected when they were like 18 or something.
Babies. Infants.
And then they got like somebody else, Cliff Burton on bass.
Yeah, R.I.P.
R.I.P.
Yeah.
And then
Cliffy
their
Woo-woo.
Sound
good
effect.
friend, who was the fourth member, not who you think, it was Dave Mustaine. Dave Mustaine
Of Megadeth?
of Megadeth. the
Playing
one
in
and the same.
Metallica? What?
You don't
That's right.
say.
That's right. They played. They
Must
wrote
have
a
been the
bunch.
best band in the world.
Absolutely, must have been the best. So then they were a band, and it was amazing. They all were young, so they drank a lot and like partied a bunch, and all the things. Exactly, their nickname was Alcoholica. And so then they were going to get signed. They were huge. They were getting huge, and then Dave. The story is that Dave's drinking was so out of control that even for them, Alcoholica was too much. So they kicked Dave out of the band as they were moving to New York to become the greatest band in the world.
Yeah, to record that album,
Which album? The first one?
Kill 'Em All.
What came
Or it
before
was
Kill 'Em All?
Metal Up Your Ass.
Metal Up Your Ass.
That's what it
Exactly.
was, yeah.
That's
Yeah,
right.
yeah.
And so Dave had been part of the songwriting process too, right? So then when Kill 'Em All came out, it had some songs on it that David, worked on. And then when the first Megadeth album came out, it had similar songs on it because Dave was like,
same
"Hey,
songs.
I wrote all these riffs, bro. I'm going to use them. I'm just going to play them
I wrote these riffs, you little droogie.
That's right." And so then the band Megadeth was formed. And I mean, Dave talks about like he came up with the name Megadeth because he wanted in alphabetical order in stores for his band to appear before Metallica, right? So
G
he's like,
before
"What's
T."
Oh, yeah.
exactly? What's MES? No,
Like the whole
MER?
foundation
No.
of Megadeth was built
MEB?
upon trying
Spite.
to
Yeah.
destroy
Outdo,
Metallica.
yeah, destroy, outdo, outshine
And I mean,
Metallica.
in the early days, Metallica was signed to Elektra, which was a major label, but Megadeth was signed to Capitol.
Yeah,
And they had music videos way before Metallica did. So Megadeth was actually, at the start,
Front runner.
kicking ass.
totally.
And then,
Who won at the end?
well, see, what happened was Megadeth was about to make one of their greatest albums of all time, which was Rust in Peace. And Dave hired a bunch of new young guns as the band, except for Dave Ellefson on bass, who was an original member.
An old gun.
Old gun.
OG.
And they recorded, I can't remember who really did it first,
Yeah.
but I think Rust in Peace came out first. But I could be wrong. Anyways, this was going to be the final nail in the coffin for Metallica. And then Metallica put out the Black Album.
Yeah.
And dominated the world.
Totally.
Literally crushed not just Megadeth, but every other band.
Everybody. And the
Period.
Black Album was like an atom bomb in terms of like the mark that it left on music. And not just like metal, but like popular music, like people who were not into metal were into the Black Album, like
That's where exactly where I started.
for sure. And it's like a cliche that like, if you look into the audience of any shows that we've played as metal bands, it's mostly gentlemen and maybe their long-suffering girlfriends who are like, but like with the Black Album, it's like, everyone was into Metallica, like everyone was into, it was, I don't want to say it was like mainstream enough, but in some ways it was mainstream enough, but it was also like, it was just accessible. I mean, it was heavy, it was gritty.
New
it
heavy
was,
band. It's
yeah.
everywhere. And
Yeah.
they had good amount of fans at that
Totally.
point too. So that
James's
also helped
voice
with
is easier to listen to than Dave's. For
But
an entire
really,
album,
really
I
picked
think.
up.
I think so, at least.
Well, yeah, and he started taking voice lessons and stuff
Yeah.
before doing that
Totally.
record and
Totally.
singing more personal
Yeah.
songs.
I remember there just being a lot of hate about it when I discovered it. I don't really know how that happened, but I was probably trying to play Enter Sandman on guitar. It's probably the first thing I remember doing that was heavier on guitar.
Yeah.
And yeah, it was like nobody likes this album. I'm like, this is life changing. This is fantastic. I don't know what you're talking about.
Well-
and then I realized later on was that it's just because the other albums were better before it. When garbage comes out,
It was different.
When
It was
subsequent
way
albums are garbage,
Different vibe.
Yeah, like then Reload and Load. I was the same thing. I'd now worked my way backwards into some cooler stuff that
Right.
was way harder to play on guitar and way more fun. And then and I was like, these albums are dumb because
Right.
now I'm a purist.
Yeah.
And then crappier albums came out, and you're like, wow, Reload wasn't that bad.
Yeah. Well, I mean, I think I had the best upbringing of Metallica when I grew up because I grew up on Load and Reload. Those are just the ones I got, or actually got them from the library, I think. And I'm like, man, these are sick. It's heavy and cool and
Give me fuel, give me
I
fire.
had no idea about death metal or even screaming. I didn't even know what screaming was yet. Like, this
Right.
was all before that. So I'm just like, oh man, this is cool. This is good. And I mean, I still like
Yeah.
them. I don't think they're that bad, especially
Sure.
compared to later.
Yeah.
Certainly.
No, they just got hate because of everyone before it. That's all.
Yeah.
Yeah.
But then I heard, like, I knew of Enter Sandman and like that's really actually the only song I knew from the Block album, and I knew this before that. But I was also a kid, so at that time it's like new music is always better than old stuff. That's just what I had in my
Yeah,
head.
yeah, for sure.
And then my good friend Mark, his
La Bae?
sister, La Bae,
Oh.
gave him
Shout out.
Shout out.
a copy of maybe he just bought it. I can't remember. Anyways, he got Master Puppets. And he's like,
Yeah.
dude, like
I'm in.
play that, like, because we had our little Discmans. We were hanging out together.
Did you have to hold it still so it didn't skip?
Yep. Yeah. Exactly.
Yeah,
He was
yeah.
like, dude, put this on. I'm like, dude, this is like from the '80s. Like, no way. Like,
yeah, new
he's
music's
like, dude, put it on.
Stupid.
And holy shit. So like I started in the shit heap or the not so like stuff and
Yeah.
went back to the better stuff, and it was like, this is the best band in the world at that time. I was blown away.
Yeah.
Yeah. Like that's the way to do it.
Totally.
If you're gonna start your kids with Metallica,
Bees and
start them
Black
with
album.
with Reload.
Call
Yeah.
of Cthulhu.
Well, starting with The Memory Remains.
Put the metal.
Harbinger.
Except for, I shouldn't say except for. You know, the guest is on Memory Remains. It's Marianne Faithfull, right?
Yeah, yeah.
Legendary singer. Right. So when
That's a good
Can't
tune.
stop it
no,
once
good
they've
song.
started.
absolutely, when I first moved to England, there was like a variety show called the Jules Holland Show.
Yeah, Jules Holland Show.
Jules Holland Show, right?
There's another one too. There's something with Jules Holland.
Exactly. Yep.
Right?
So
Something-
Jules
yes.
Holland Show was the old school.
Old gun.
Old gun. The old
OG.
old guns. The old. So
Old gun.
the old gun. The
The old musket. Give me a sec. Hold on.
Nobody move.
Oh shit! It fell out.
just wait. Hold on. Just wait.
It's an old gun.
When I feel this, I'm gonna kill.
Oh fuck the pellet! Right.
Oh no!
No.
Just whistling while you work.
All right, hold still.
Quit moving.
Yes.
Metallica performed
Jules live with Jules Holland.
live with Jules Holland.
Live with
Metallica
Jules Verne.
performed around the world in with Marianne Faithfull, and so Metallica performed "The Memory Remains." I'm like, wow, this is so heavy. Like, oh, this is I've heard about Metallica. They're so
Right.
cool. This is amazing.
Do they have her?
And they had
on?
Marianne Faithfull,
Right.
and she was on stage. And I was like, wow, these guys are so cool. But who's this old woman? You know,
I didn't know they had
Who's
an
this
old lady in the
old
band.
lady? Exactly. But then when her part came up, like, you know, look, it's great, but I was like young and she started singing it, and it was like exactly what you guys did, except like times 8 cigars and 12 whiskey. She was like,
I couldn't have sample padded this one.
and I was just like, what? I hate Metallica. These guys are stupid. Like,
I want to hear more. I want to hear more of this
idiots.
Yeah,
stuff.
Absolutely.
And
And then so they played 2 songs on the show, and then the next song was I think the house that Jack built, maybe something like that. But that was pretty heavy.
still going.
Oh,
It's
cool.
good. I like it. I love it.
So then I was like, okay, cool. I'm back. I think I like these guys again. But that was my first impression. Like, who's this old woman? Why is she doing
that's
this?
James.
I hate this. Yeah, exactly. That's right. It's Dave Mustaine, this old woman.
Mega dead.
Yeah.
Mega
so I was
death.
gonna say, coming back to the show your kids. Maybe not. Don't show them the first song on Load. But it is my favorite song. Not that it's good. What is it? But that it's fucking hilarious.
First one?
What's the first one?
You ain't my bitch.
Okay, what is the first song you show your kids from Metallica?
You ain't my bitch.
Yeah.
I don't know.
Oh man.
Enter Sandman. Why not?
Sandman.
What
I
about
would
the
Enter
two?
Sandman.
What about the
Actually-
two parents? What about
Oh
you?
yeah, I mean, I would
Interesting
just try and convince them that
You're a
Kid
parent.
Rock was Metallica.
Oh,
and start them with that.
We're not
track.
parents, so it's
No,
all
sorry.
hypothetical.
I think you meant like if
Were you asking us to be your
if
parents?
people. Yeah, exactly. I was like,
show my kids Battery. That'd be the first one I'd show.
Are you my dads?
Oh no.
The resemblance is uncanny.
I do have a onesie I could put on if it's an easier sell that way.
Do you have a?
Come here.
That's right.
I peed the bed.
I bought you
no.
this beanie with a helicopter top on it.
I just need a big lollipop.
Lollipop, exactly. It's huge because you're tiny. You're so small.
I pooped my pants. I'm sorry. I went to bed.
Game over.
Game over, man.
milk.
Game over.
Camera 1.
Game
Oh,
over,
we're good.
man.
We're good
We're
on
good?
just the individual
Oh, no.
cameras. Yeah,
We're
we're getting a
killing
more wide shot. I gotta get something for that.
Yeah, we got another 4 hours.
Yeah, we needed to get into.
Sorry. Tell
Wait,
me,
two
what's
things.
next?
One thing. I mean, one thing from me. Then back to explaining the meme.
Wait, do we need a new battery?
No, there's no battery for that one.
battery.
That one's just
Oh,
wing
I
it,
see what you're saying.
wing it, and
Gotcha.
do it, and we did it.
Got it.
So now
Sorry.
we're down to just.
I'm wasting your time. Please
That's okay.
get down to business.
It's okay. We'll forgive
I have
you
one
this time.
Metallica story that has nothing to do with Metallica other than that they wrote the song. But I was having a family event in our backyard, fire pit, hot dogs, maybe some marshmallows.
Show me the hot dog making again. All right, cool.
Down
Wait,
at Hot
that's your-
Dog
that's your
Cafe in
technique?
Cincinnati.
Well, just to
Are
start.
you fucking kidding me? That's your technique?
This is just to start.
Oh, okay.
Bro, it's just to
Okay.
start.
Okay.
Open palm up top, so in case it falls.
Cincinnati.
You got to go
You're not
under
dro-
the church.
You're not,
bro.
Under
you're
the
not
church.
pulled in with it, right? You gotta be able to let go.
Yeah.
Don't
12
be dragged under.
12 Bible spaces so you don't get burned.
You got to do it like how Bevan cooks bacon. Just
How's Bevan cook
shirtless.
bacon?
Shirtless
Oh,
and
I
pissed
can't
off.
act that out.
Just
though.
pissed off cooking bacon with no shirt.
I can't believe people do this in the oven.
Oh my god.
So here we are.
got too much hair
me,
right
my
how do you
wife.
eat bacon though?
What?
So like,
How do you beat bacon?
no, but how do you then eat bacon? Like, are you happy when you eat bacon? Or are you just
Oh
like,
yeah. Oh yeah.
just like,
it.
It's like
oh,
Complete 180.
He starts it from the other end. He
shirt,
boofs
no
it.
pants.
He's like, I like bacon, but only for its nutrients, not for its taste.
just
I
boofing
just kind
bacon
of
strips.
I just kind of suck on it.
He said you get way
Put it in the
more.
trash.
You get way more.
just lick all of the.
Yeah. No, I don't want any of that
fats.
protein. I'll get fat that way.
Yuck. I just want the salt.
Yeah. Just give me the
Give me the
salt.
salt and smoke.
Yeah.
Beautiful.
Scrape the gristle.
Maple
off the
syrup.
bottom.
The salt and smoke.
Sultan smoke.
Salt and smoke.
Sultans
Yeah,
of
I have-
smoke.
I have
Sultans
the-
of smoke. That's
I
right.
have the grease fan up top coming, but he just comes out to hose into my face.
Okay,
It's like a gas mask.
sorry to derail our
It's like
already
blue velvet.
sorry to derail our already derailed portion of this, but have you seen that guy that puts tampons in his ground beef to soak up the grease?
And then
What?
does what with it?
Then they look like the most perfectly grilled, perfectly seasoned tampons you've ever seen in your entire life, bro. I want to bite one so bad.
Wait, he grills them?
But does he like do that to like?
He like puts it in the pan with his ground beef to like soak
Yeah.
it up.
To
right?
take rid
But
of
then he like saves them for later, and then like uses it to like exactly like
It's got a perfect
like
Isn't
like
there
start-
chemicals in those? I don't know. I've never eaten.
Well, it depends which
Great
tampons
crowd
you
to
get.
ask.
You know what I mean?
Anybody?
Like, no, for
Anybody
sure.
want to touch
Like,
that one?
well, I feel like as dads, we got some We can suggest some things.
Anybody?
Shh. Don't make eye contact with him.
All right. So what you're saying is you were at a family function.
Yeah. So I live in a trailer park.
You'd already eaten bacon. Now you're making hot dogs.
Yeah. Now we're having hot dogs and
Dog
marshmallows.
Cafe in Cincinnati.
In Cincinnati, and it's a trailer park, and it's summer, and it's dusking.
Yeah.
It's getting dark. And for reference, I have a fence that's about this high. It's basically not a fence.
Who does it keep out though?
That's the thing. Nobody, and especially not the next character.
Thieves
on this
have a
story.
really hard time like
So-
Mini Gene.
lifting their
It would
legs.
keep out Mini
It
Gene
might
probably.
keep Mini Gene out, but so would just a fast-paced walk in front.
You know
of
who
him
would
to
keep
him
out? Kevin Gales.
Wait.
Nobody knows that reference. That's okay.
Regale me with tales of Kevin Gales.
Do you want to finish your
Gale's tales?
So,
no.
I'm sorry.
Okay.
We're just,
No.
Oh.
please.
No, go ahead.
Kevin Gales was our old
Piece of
record
shit.
company exec piece of shit, and it, like everybody watching, like
Shout out to this guy.
big, like real piece of shit.
Yeah.
in many ways,
It's a fat asshole.
He's a criminal, really.
Truly. In
Thief.
the
Lock 'em up.
entire
Fraud.
essence of the word.
Yeah, not just
Shitbag.
he robs from bands, but he also robbed from his family.
Oh, he
Yeah.
robs air from
Did
everybody
horrible
else
things.
who's still alive.
Should be drugged through the street by his ankles with his hands cut off.
Piece of
People
shit,
should say,
and a real
yell
fat
shame.
guy,
Fat asshole.
big fat asshole, and his.
Man, asshole.
We thought his wife was pizza, but turns out she's not. She's actually a real person.
My
Who,
wife's pizza.
I'd like you to be my wife. She's a pizza.
She's extra cheesy.
Extra cheesy.
Okay, so Megadeth and Metallica sounded the same.
Yeah,
This
so
Saudi prince
Yeah.
was like,
great. So
Hey, I
Kevin
can't
Gales
tell
is a
you.
fat asshole. Metallica and Megadeth shared an origin story. The
Dave
Saudi
Mustaine's
prince,
angry, but
yeah, he's still
still
I mean,
moody.
he's still exactly.
Oh yeah, he hasn't
Right.
changed. He's just
And-
a
Absolutely. He's just older. Maybe he's slightly mellower, but he still harbors some resentment towards Metallica. So the Saudi prince of the meme from earlier that Cage showed.
Saudi prince of meme.
Prince of Meme.
Prince
the
of
meme.
meme.
yeah, is he?
hired one band, but he meant to hire the other.
Yeah.
And in a twist for humor's sake, he meant to hire Megadeth, not Metallica.
I like this one.
Yeah.
I like that. And then Metallica shows up and he's like, man, this fucking drummer, man.
Ooh.
Why are they playing so goddamn slow, bro?
Ooh.
Who's the drummer?
Metallica?
Yeah.
Do I need to say?
No, don't say it.
The infamous.
I don't know.
Don't say it. I watched that guy spit on people at a show one time, and I was like, "You're not good enough.
You're not
to
good
spit
enough
on
to spit on people.
And
Not at
Lamb of
all.
God played right before him, so I was like, "You're really not good enough."
That guy's good enough to spit on people.
Remember when practicing was the thing?
I don't practice. So.
No, that other drummer did.
No, he's busy selling his shitty art. And
Chris?
Who's selling art?
the
Adler?
drummer who should not be named.
Okay, yeah.
That's why he's not practicing.
How's the art?
Ooh. It's on his wall.
Abstract.
It's abstract.
doesn't make it.
It's I could
NFTs?
do
Can we get some NFTs?
equivalent
Oh,
artwork, but I don't have the status, so I can't sell them for millions of dollars
That is the problem.
and drink wine while people buy my paintings.
That is
But
the problem.
you know, anything's possible. I could just believe in myself.
You know, Bevan, maybe
But I'm
you're
not gonna
overthinking.
do that.
Maybe you're
I believe
overthinking this whole
Circle it
drum
around.
thing.
I believe in you,
need to-
Bevan. Okay.
I just need to rat a tat tat.
Oh yeah, maybe you're trying too hard.
Yeah, maybe you've
Maybe I'm
learned
not
too
making the right
much.
face. I gotta be like,
Yeah, and spit every once in a while.
And take the important thing is to
Stand
take
up, sit down.
to take
yeah, stand up and then be like,
you got to take showers all the time. Like when you're in the
showers all
studio, you like record one take of a song and then you're so sweaty you got to go shower
I'm gonna
all the
go
time.
shower.
Then you come back out wearing your bathrobe and then like do another take and then you go take
Oh,
another
wait,
you get
shower.
mad
Then
and
you hear what
stick
your bandmates
drumstick
have
in
been
the
working
sling.
on. You're like, it's a little stock,
It's a little stock.
little
That's right.
pedestrian for me. Oh,
How do you feel about file sharing?
Well, I mean, it's ruined the entertainment business as we know it. So
I
in
don't
hindsight, no, it doesn't matter what we think. The
guess what?
The damage is done.
Oh,
happening.
I might go to jail for this,
in the future.
but I'm gonna come clean. I saw Napster on the TV on the news, and then Metallica was pissed off about it. I'm like, oh, I haven't heard that new Metallica song. I'm gonna get Napster and download it, and I did.
Nice. Yeah.
And I downloaded "I Disappear" by Metallica,
Oh yeah.
and it was the actual song too.
Right.
Nice.
It wasn't Britney Spears or some shit or
Absolutely.
a Trojan.
Or like
Or
an
Trojan, exactly.
FBI coordinates to your house.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Oh my gosh.
So
Had you never Napstered before that?
I did. I had
Oh
Napster.
man! But somebody
Sure.
has that exact scenario happen.
Oh, totally.
Where they're like, "What's Napster?"
Yeah,
And
no,
they're
my
like,
like
"Oh, should I
It's the
get free
best.
music? I'll take
Everything.
this.
my
Thank
friend was
you."
like, "You should get Napster. You can download music." So I'm like,
in 45 minutes.
Of course.
"Yeah," and I was I was on dial-up. It took me
MP3
Took me an hour to
overnight.
per song.
Yeah.
And nobody could call you while you were downloading, because you were on the internet. So
That's right.
Up.
100%.
Yeah. That was a
And
thing.
but what was so funny is that the news blew it up so much
Right.
that it fucking exploded. They made it way worse.
Absolutely.
Everybody was like, "I'm getting this Napster
Yeah,
thing.
totally.
Yeah.
I can listen to Eminem now. Fuck."
Anytime for free.
And dude, I
Download.
downloaded Eminem. I downloaded Limp Bizkit, Seven Dust, all the really bad bands and good ones. But
yeah.
Soulfly.
so
Wait.
So fly.
After
didn't know about them.
finally hearing
What's the
Master of
fly-
Puppets and
fly
realizing that you wanted to go that direction.
That's the one I meant.
Say that again?
Flyleaf.
Flyleaf. Great.
I bought
What's her name? What's the girl's
bought
name?
Metallica CDs.
No idea.
The best. Her name's the best.
Catchy songs though.
Absolutely.
That I'm So Sick
so
one.
good.
And she screams the screams too,
Yeah,
right?
absolutely.
Who? What are
Totally.
we talking about now?
Flyleaf.
Flyleaf.
Flyleaf. Oh,
Flyleaf.
You want to
my
talk
friend grew up in the same town as them.
No way.
about what? They grew up in a town?
Yeah, Temple.
burg?
Temple,
I
Texas.
grew up on a
Or
farm.
Temple.
I
No
don't know
way.
what it's like.
Dang. Heck.
Heck.
You said the word NFT some time ago, jokingly.
Nope.
Do you know who?
Yeah,
do you
I
know who
said NFT.
do you know who came out with NFTs recently? Like
Kanye.
what year is it right now?
2023.
Or what
I think.
what year is
barely.
it? What year is it gonna be now?
2024.
So like 2 weeks ago, this was 10 days ago. Somebody was happy to announce to their entire fan base that they're going to release NFTs that their fans can like participate and like it's going to be a cool community. That man was Dave Mustaine.
Ooh, God.
I saw it and I thought like,
Does not bode well.
what is happening?
Yeah.
What are you like?
Anybody buy his coffee? Because he made coffee.
He's got his.
It's real?
Just
Like
think
it's
about
actual
hands.
coffee you can hold? Because
Yeah,
I don't
it's
want to
coffee.
spend my money on anything you
beans.
can actually hold.
Beans.
You got to
I want
grind them.
Fake
grind 'em.
things.
You could use your teeth. You could use a coffee grinder, but it's coffee.
I have
So just put those two together. I don't know.
NFTs
coffee
little-
NFT.
today.
I might buy an
Now.
NFT if it came
It could
with a
take
pound of
off
coffee.
again, but it was like the big thing, and then it's like, and
Cool. I spent
I haven't heard that word in like a year.
exactly.
Like, actually.
I spent $193 on a pixelated bat picture.
And a-
Thanks, Ozzy Osbourne.
And a monkey.
Wow.
I got the bat's
Dude,
head.
Thanks.
Where did this come from? Did this come from video games where people spend real money on not real things?
No,
Is that where
it's-
this was bred from?
It's like a licensing.
You're
It's
owning
like
a part
you own
of
this,
something.
yeah. Think about it like
It's like a
It's like a real thing, though. Go ahead. It's like a real thing.
real thing. It's like taking a record and chopping it up like a pizza.
That's right.
And you buy a sliced pizza.
right. But
Probably shouldn't eat it because it's going to taste pretty bad. But it's yours now.
Isn't it digital though?
Yeah, it's a digital pizza.
So you can't eat it.
Easy, Jordan.
it's a bloody digital pizza.
one pizza,
Like,
one
That's-
picture of a pizza.
It's part of a patriarchal hierarchy.
dominance hierarchy.
A pizza with no purpose is doomed.
What about
to a
the
life
men?
of mediocrity?
Sorry. Anyway,
It's okay.
So
I know.
NFTs are a real thing, and you should
NFTs.
spend your money on them, guys.
They're
You
not
should
real.
spend your money
Thank
on
you.
Dave Mustaine's Megadeth NFTs in the year 2024, is what Dave Mustaine is telling you.
Mega Dave.
yeah.
You should sell pictures of a coffin with Metallica's name on it, and go, "I won." Take that, Metallica. Does Megadeth suck now?
I've seen them in many.
I mean, that's harsh. I haven't listened to anything from Metallica, but
What are
Metallica
they
has
now?
been.
No, they're
terrible.
good
I don't
now.
know, man.
Well, I mean,
Who's good now?
Megadeth, but
They were
not
dope.
necessarily the records.
yeah, the
But the
live.
band
The
is
live
fucking
band.
incredible
Yeah.
now.
Well, yeah, but you can buy. There's good people on every swipe on Instagram. You could buy the best band on the planet. That's
true.
Like
That's
if,
They are really good
Yeah.
live.
but is the music good? Are they
I
writing
haven't-
new
I
stuff?
haven't- I
If
haven't
you
heard the
like
last record.
Megadeth,
It's so. Like, I
Yeah.
mean, and
Did they do what Metallica
it's-
did, which just start ripping themselves off?
Yeah, pretty much.
They're at that phase of
Yeah.
money making.
I did like Dystopia. That album has some good
That's-
songs on it. The Thread is Real as the opener. That song rips, dude.
Is that the one where it's like?
No, it starts with like
that's
this,
what's that one?
like,
Oh yeah.
and then
Wait, do that again?
guitar comes in.
Is that Marianne Faithful?
Yeah, let me hear that one
They
more
get
time.
her too.
I can't hit the notes, but
You did. You hit all the notes.
I felt
You did.
it felt weird. but I think I was close.
Arjun,
But
I
then
think
the
I'm going to
guitar
go to Bollywood school
Okay.
and learn how to sing.
Nice, do it. You mean
Like,
like in Indonesia, like Bollywood? I'm sorry.
are you talking about
I
real
don't know why I
wood?
said that.
Like
Would
balsa
I?
wood?
Also, what do you
No,
want?
Bossa
Bossa fillets?
These are like these wood NFTs.
Oh.
So we shouldn't
Sculpture.
cut down like trees anymore, but we can.
Can we build a house with wood
I'll sell you.
NFTs?
Listen. I'll sell you like part of a blockchain, of Brazilian rosewood NFTs for the low price of $23,192.72 USD.
As long as it destroys the rainforest, I'm in.
Well, the
Well,
funny thing is because of the increased like digital footprint we have, we will pretty much have to destroy the rainforest to put in like the server processing, like factories,
But it
so-
will also destroy the rainforest
Yeah.
in the Matrix.
exactly.
Wait.
Right.
Yeah.
So what we're talking
Like
about
this
is the
Matrix?
metaverse.
No.
So the
new
NFT
one. It's
and
coming
metaverse.
Out. It's coming out soon.
The new
Yeah.
one.
So this this wood NFT,
2.0.
if I have a hole in my roof,
You can own a tree in
can
the
I
Matrix.
fix it with this wood NFT?
Can I build an
You can-
acoustic guitar?
Well, the thing is, what I can also do is sell you an NFT of a house on Web 3.0, and then you can use this other NFT in any way that you want because it's part of the blockchain. It's a real thing, and then you can use
It's a
that
real
to-
thing.
You can use that to fix it in the
There
metaverse.
seems to be a lot of fixation on it being a real thing in the sales pitches.
Listen, it is a real thing.
Oh my gosh, the guys! Wow, what a great one. The air quotes Toque Arjun Roy episode clearly went off without a hitch.
Did I do good?
You
Is
did.
that-
You did
You
We
got
got a-
outstanding.
you did so
our
good.
Finest
why
guest.
are you ending
so
the
far.
show if I did so good?
Oh, there's no because the little red circle's almost full.
We
I
are
see.
filling up that bottle, just shaking it up.
Yeah, it's my piss bag over here. I need to be emptied out. I have problems.
Is it a real piss bag? Or is it?
Piss bag. It might not be piss,
It's a piss bag.
but yeah. Thanks for coming.
It's not this one.
Before we get all the way down into the bottom of the air quotes metaverse here, we're gonna hit the new outro. So
Oh yeah.
What? There's a new outro?
There's a new outro.
No, and you're
Arjun, you do the
we're
honor.
so
It's
happy
hot
for
fire.
you to be here for the debut of the
Yeah, can you debut the button?
Which button is it?
The teal one.
I'm
Don't press.
I'm colorblind, idiots.
I fucking look bad.
This is a roost out.
What are we gonna do?
Oh, God damn it. Put numbers on it.
It's your favorite.
Is it number
one.
two?
Oh god, we gotta kill ourselves. We gotta kill ourselves. Where's the pill?
What's teal?
Jesus Christ. Oh god. No, that's my penis.
It's number 3. It's the third one.
My tube teal.
Oh
Okay.
god.
It's your favorite one. That one's good. Oh, careful. That one's gonna hurt. It's this one.
Don't push the big red button.
Wait, this one?
Yep.
Yes.
Get it.
Wait.
This one?
Yep.
Yes.
Made it to the end of the motherfucking podcast.
Yeah, boy, you're here too.
Really a podcast? Not everybody should have a fucking podcast, but we do. So we made a podcast and it's fun. On the podcast, except these lights make me have swamp ass really hot in this room because of all of the lights, because of the podcast. Because if we don't have them on, you can't see our face on the podcast.
Feel free to sing along. You know the words.
It's a podcast.
What? Behind the nut. It's a podcast. What? Behind the nut. It's a podcast. What? Behind the nut.
Behind the net.
Podcast, you idiots.
Oh man, always a pleasure.
Oh, that's amazing.
Thank you guys. You guys.
Okay, everyone in the pile.
Yeah, pile them in here.
Jarvis.
Oh yeah. Oh my god.
Oh yeah.
That's what I'm talking about.
I'll go.
All right.
That's what I'm talking about.
All right, Earls.
Which fist
Yeah,
do I
let's do
bump?
it.
Earls Girls?